So I think that France is kind of starting to run themselves thin right at the last, like, 70 years in this game. It's a little bit scary because they have that top spot, and I don't know if anyone's going to dethrone them from that position, but I mean, they're getting themselves in kind of a situation because they continue to join wars and they continue to lose manpower. But first, let's go ahead and review over our southern brothers, Brazil, who also got their own independence, and then we'll talk about a few of the wars that are currently happening. So what's going on with Brazil? Let's see how much money they're making. They've got 839 in their treasury, 830 in their treasury. They're also making 10.97 ducats per month. Pretty good. They have an advisor in the administrative category as well as the diplomatic category. No military, which is weird because they're lacking severely in military. Man, that king sucks. King Dudley. Get him out of there. 311. How old is he? He's 63, so he's about to die soon. But the Dudley's heir is not very much better. Is that even the name? Dudley? Dudley. Yeah, I think so. Dubly. It's Dudley, not Dudley. So Dudley's not much better. He's good at diplomatic. He's good at diplomacy, but not good at administrative. So I guess, I don't know. They're kind of in a situation there. I know that I could be reviewing over these country modifiers, but I don't know. It just seems like it takes too long, and I'd much rather get straight back into the game. So they have only actually two allies. I'm sorry. They're allied to the French and the USA, and the USA are allied to Brazil and Spain. Pretty good little wombo combo they have right there. Royal marriage with the Americans. They are considered a kingdom. And what kind of government type are they? I don't even, government rank, kingdom, they have Western technology. Where do I find that at? Well, I don't know. I'm smoking crack. There you go. It's constitutional monarchy. They get +1 legitimacy as well as 0.15 less autocracy. I'm sorry, autonomy. Why do I flip those words around so much? Years of separatism, -5. National focus, cooldown. Was it cooldown? Yep, cooldown. Economy, we saw they're doing pretty good. They've got a good trade note. I think we checked in on that. I think the last video, we checked on the trade notes here. It's not bad. I mean, they're starting to pull, less of the Europeans are pulling away from their territory, which is good. They're able to kind of keep some of that within their empire. I'm sure they control a lot of the power here. Oh, yeah. 85% of the power is going straight to Brazil, so yeah, they're not allowing too much of it to go anywhere else, and which is interesting because really there's only one spot for them to go at this point, at least, and that's actually to Africa. So people along the Ivory Coast would really benefit that. Kind of Songhai, actually. If Songhai was smart, they'd go after Morocco, but I think that Morocco is allied to Songhai, so it's a little bit different of a situation. But we're not focusing on Morocco right now. Doing okay in technology, not too far behind, nothing to really worry about. They did take what their overlords had here as well, so they got all of their Brazilian ideas, which is good. They went down a whole bunch of different idea groups. I don't think it really matters much now. I don't know if the AI takes missions. I don't think I've seen them take missions, which is strange. I think they're unified. They have 100% religious unity. Of course they do. All of South America, except for one little spot, is Catholic. And then, as we know, North America is divided in half, split, I guess, not in half, but it's split down a reformed provinces straight up through modern-day USA. Military-wise, they're over their force limit. Wow. So, and they're still making that much money. That's really good. Pretty good naval force limit as well. They've got some tradition. 15.5 naval tradition, which is good. They've got 0 army tradition on the other hand, and they have no subjects. So yeah, I mean, Brazil has some things to do. So I did let the game skip forward a little bit here because I knew that, we all knew that Rome was going to get blown back by Carthage once again because Rome has continued to try this throughout this entire campaign. Augustus has attacked Carthage. It's just been kind of a back and forth. I will give him that, but it hasn't been a one-sided victory at all. Rome has a pretty good alliance with him, though. He has France, Persia, and the Zulu. Not bad, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Obviously, most of the Islamic nations are in on Carthage's side, except for Persia, who is Shia, and then I believe the Zulu are... What religion are the Zulu? It's been a while since I've checked this. They're animist. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Wow, I didn't realize that. That's pretty interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. Anyways, yeah, so the other wars that have popped up is Assyria versus the Arabian Empire. So Assyria, though, has brought down the Netherlands, all their colonies, the Byzantium Empire, and Babylon. So, and then the Arabians have brought pretty much the exact same alliance that is just down here below. Morocco, Carthage, the Ottomans, and, of course, wait, why is that not popping up for us? The Songhai Empire. Songhai. So this is the one I'm most curious about, though, the American Celtic Louisiana War, and I guess it's an imperialist war? Nationalist war, okay, instead. So the USA has brought with them Spain and all their colonies, so of course that means that they're probably going to dominate the Celts once again. Now this is a war for, it looks like the Celtic Louisiana. That's so technically they probably will take lands in this region, maybe in Michigan, maybe Minnesota. I don't know. I mean, who knows what the AI wants to do? Sometimes I do see them take lands. They might. It's a nationalist war, so I don't think it really hurts them too much if they take lands away from Canada here. But I'd imagine that the war was declared for something in Michigan, I'm guessing. And I don't think their overlords are really going to be able to protect these colonies. They're on their own, especially since they got all of Spain's colonies in the New World to join in. That's pretty significant. I mean, if the USA can remain allied to Spain, I mean, that's better than being allied to France, technically. Well, I guess it's different in situations. Brazil, that's smart because France is to the north. Their colonies are right here, which is very smart of them. And then, vice versa, USA has Spain right next to them. So it is a pretty smart move, I guess, by both of them allied to, I would say, the right nations to ally to. So anyways, we'll have to kind of wait and see how that goes. Looks like the USA is going to be expanding quite a bit here. Dang, yeah, they got a huge force right there sieging out Michigan right now. And I'm imagining now, what is the capital of this is? Yeah, Michigan is the capital of Louisiana. Okay, weird statement there. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say those words together like that. Capital of Louisiana is Michigan, but anyways, according to this game, it is, and it seems like they're dominating their war against the Canadians as well to the north. Even Spain is here to help out. Well, that's pretty nice of them. We'll have to keep an eye on the Rome War. That's about to end. I did skip a little bit forward because I didn't think it was that interesting of a war. They are still losing it by, now it's -13 war score. I do need to keep an eye out on how Assyria does against the Arabian Empire. That's the other big one that's happening. And there are French units over here. I mean, there's a lot of things being sieged out. It's a complete mess. An absolute complete mess, and I really, really like it. Very interesting stuff that's going on. So we got battles going on in the subcontinent of India, and it's mainly a huge force of Persians and Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Rome is here too. So yeah, I mean, Egypt's not doing so good in their Indian colonies. France is now sieging up the southern half of the Arabian Peninsula, and that is actually for Rome. They're not fighting on Assyria's side. This is just a straight up, yeah, they're not fighting on Assyria's side. I don't think Byzantium is really going to be able to help them out that much. Actually, this war technically sees, Assyria just called upon Spain. Like right now, they just called upon Spain, which is very, very good for them because Spain could probably keep Morocco and Carthage distracted. I'm wondering if this is going to affect the Roman War. If maybe, well, it doesn't look like it right now. They've got -26 war score still. So, well, not still, but it's gone up even more than before. And the USA are very clearly dominating up in North America right now. New Rome is not involved. I thought for a second there New Rome might have been involved, but no, that's not the case. I don't know who's going to win this one. This is an interesting one because these nations are compacted together. Oh, yep, Rome got pushed out of Africa. Well, not completely. Oh, they lost some stuff over here too. Dang, they lost a lot right here. Carthage took a big bite out of the Roman colony in Africa. Good job for them. Good for Carthage. That was a strong war, and then they got out, and now they can focus on their foes, Assyria, in the Middle East, because that's going to be a tough one to win. You've got a lot of allies. With Spain joining in, that's a tough one. You don't really got to worry about Byzantium too much, because more than likely Byzantium is not going to get open terrain, although Byzantium can fight the Ottomans. That might help distract Assyria a little bit. I wonder how Babylon's doing. Babylon is involved in this war as well, and they're, I mean, they're doing better. They're doing better than ever before. I got to give it to them. I'm happy that they kind of made a slow comeback here, but it seems like Arabia's doing fine. Now, what kind of war was this declared on? This was an Assyrian reconquest. Okay, so Assyria wants some of their provinces back, and I'm not sure which one it is, but they want some of it back. So they had a core on something, and that's how they declared this reconquest war. Hey, what is this? Did we know the Zulu were there? I think so. I think we did. Madagascar still looking cool. This is just a complete rainbow of colors, and I really like it. Very interested. I still want to see someone colonize Japan. That's been a thing I've been waiting for. Man, and Persia's just not stopping here. Persia and William, it's just going for it. Persia and, Darius and William going for it. I'm sorry, this is Darius, the Persians. This is William. No, this is, God, I'm just forgetting everything right now. Let me try Theodora. There we go. And yeah, the USA are just dominating. 22 war score. This is not. Dang. I'm surprised they only have 22 war score from that. It looks like they should be winning this battle a lot more. Well, I guess, the Canadians still have quite a bit of troops left. It is unfortunate because, the USA are kind of halting the liberty or the possible independence of the Canadians to the north, which is actually smarter. If they were to do something like that, it'd be very smart of them, because more than likely Canada would be on their own. Although maybe not, because usually when a colony gains their independence in the New World, they ally somebody from the New World. They might ally to England. Obviously England does not have a positive opinion of the USA since that was a former colony. Do they get a negative penalty for that because it was a former colony? No, they don't. Interesting. They're rivaled though. They definitely don't like each other because of that reason. But still, I bet you anything, if Canada gained their independence, they totally would have allied to England. That would have been only natural, which would have been kind of cool, because you would have had Brazil with France, USA with Spain, and the Celts with England. I'm sorry, Canada with England. Canada with England. And it looks like, ooh, what is this? Is this someone else split this? That's England right here. Kind of cutting off the tip of Alaska. Okay, nobody in Siberia just yet. 1754. Any peace deals? Oh my gosh, even more wars have popped up. No, not yet. No peace deals. Assyria is actually gaining now. They've got some positive. It's only one. They only got a value of 1, but that's still something. I got to give it to them. We have the Second Crusade against the Ottomans. So the Ottomans must not be doing so well in their war to help out Assyria, I'm assuming. So it's the Russians and the Greeks both joining together, but the Ottomans have called in the French. Oh, France versus Russia again. We're going to see that. And then, of course, we still have the Egyptians as well as the Arabian Empire. But they're a little bit preoccupied. I'm not sure if that's going to help out too much. Poland has also decided to join in against the Ottomans. So, now wait a second. Why would Poland... Oh, Poland wants this territory. That's right. And so does Russia. So Poland and Russia, Catherine, they both want the northern Ottoman Empire. I, for some reason, thought they would be going after this. No, not so much, I don't think. So we'll have to see what happens to the Ottomans. Now, of course, Poland called in their allies, both Sweden and Persia. Ooh. So Persia has been called into this war. It looks like Assyria is going to be doing a lot better. A lot better in their war, even though they kind of... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Arabia is getting completely mauled right now. I mean, look at that huge stack of Persians right there. 61 stack. That's amazing. And it does help that the French are down here in the Arabian Peninsula, helping out a bit. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I knew these wars were going to get big, but I guess I wasn't expecting this big. We got 4 huge wars currently going on. 24 war score for the USA. 4 war score for the Assyrians. I figured that would have been kind of a draw. I thought that no one would have taken anything from that, but I guess not. Somebody did. I cannot believe these 2 provinces have not been colonized in Europe. It's so bothering me. It's bothering me so friggin' much, where everything else has been colonized except for those 2 provinces. Like, what are you doing, Florence? You don't have anywhere else to go, Florence. Why haven't you colonized that? It doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Sweden is going to get closer and closer to Alaska, it looks like, but I imagine the Europeans are going to make the landing there first. I will be genuinely shocked if the world isn't completely colonized by the end of this. Okay, so one war ended, and that was the war, the USA war. Oh yeah, they took hold of all of Michigan, and they did in fact take some provinces away from Canada. How many did they take away exactly? Oh, they took quite a bit away. Wow, ballsy move. They actually took more away from Canada than it looks like the Louisiana colony. Now, where's the Liberty Desire at now? Is it still at 100%? It is. Okay. It is still at 100%. And this is actually the best time for the Canadians to get their independence because, the USA now have a truce, and it's probably a pretty long truce since they took so much. 1761, 6 years. Still, this is the time, man. This is the time. I mean, who exactly? No one's allied to the Celts. That's the thing. You would be able to do it. Don't call in anybody. You probably don't need anybody's help. Oh, look at this. The Celts are supporting English Louisiana in their war, in their possible independence war. That's pretty cool. How much liberty? Oh, they're at 92%. Dang. I mean, I guess it has been a while since I've checked in on this. I don't know why, but New Rome loves Rome. New Rome, Mexico. These guys love Rome. They're not going anywhere. I guess 94% liberty desire for Oregon, as well as Alaska's at 32. Nothing much there. I know, oh man, these guys are it's getting so high. Oh, the West Indies actually dropped quite a bit. They were at 100% for a while. Colombia and Peru at 100%. La Plata, I imagine La Plata's pretty high. 40%. No, it's not. I guess because the Netherlands kind of slapped around their colonies and showed them who's boss, that's not the case anymore. That's totally not the case anymore. Poland's not winning their war against the Ottomans so far. The Russians aren't either. Assyria is with 9 war scores, so I think they've got a ticking war score. More than likely, they took back the province they declared the war for, their reconquest war for it. People have gone into mainland Ottoman territory now, and another war just popped up. Now, what is this? This is England versus the Celts. Oh, that's just not even fair. That is not even fair right there. So I'm imagining that the Celts are going to get completely, they're probably going to get banished to Ireland. I think they're going to lose all this. I'd be very surprised if they don't lose everything here. So England's empire is going to be connected for the most part, and the Celts will probably just control Iceland and Ireland at this moment. And then, of course, the weird province here in Sweden, but I don't know for how long either. So yeah, like I said, the Ottomans are now kind of starting to get messed up right here in the middle, right here in the main traditional part of the Ottoman territory. Now, what happens? So Sweden's down here. Sweden's also going after Egypt. I think that Arabia might be dealing with some pretty big rebels if this war doesn't end soon. I imagine their war exhaustion's pretty high. Oh, wait a second. Did the war just end? Because France is black flagged. No, it doesn't look like it, actually. No, they probably separate peaced, I'm guessing. Assyria now declared their own war by them. No, is that by themselves, or did they just... No. A lot of the Assyrian allies decided to drop out, but luckily for Assyria, the Arabian allies also did the same thing. So it's just Arabia and Morocco versus Assyria. Pretty much one-on-one, but Arabia's pretty wrecked at the moment, so they should be fine, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking everything will be fine for Assyria. They could get some stuff back, maybe controlling the Arabian Peninsula at some point here. It's definitely possible. Austria's doing okay. Anything else going on in the New World? Not really. How are the English in their war? They don't have a significant bigger army, only 19,000 men. And, fortunately enough for the Celts, the English, they did call in the Swedish, but the Swedish are kind of dealing with the Middle East right now, so I don't know how much they're going to actually be willing to help right now. But as long as they keep their armies separated like this, if they're only able to build units inside of Ireland, then, obviously the Celts are not going to be able to cross this strait, especially not with the 37 stack of ships that Elizabeth controls. Ooh, okay. They took a crossing penalty. They're going to win it, though. They took a crossing penalty, but they striked at the right time with that English regiment at low morale. So the Celts might be okay. I'm surprised that England doesn't have a bigger military than that. Okay, so one war has ended, and that was Poland. I don't know if Poland took anything. It actually doesn't look like it. Yeah, no, Poland let them go. I'm not sure if they set their sights on something else or what's going on, but yeah, that Polish war ended. The Russians are still very much involved. Now, is France actually helping out here? Because again, France has been at war for probably like 75 years. They've been constantly in new wars. I'm shocked. The Arabian War just ended, and yeah, it does look like Assyria took a lot. Let's check here. Get this window out of here. Yep, oh no, they didn't take that much. No, they're fine. They're okay. I mean, they cleaned up the borders a bit. That's good. They fixed this, but besides that, I mean, it wasn't as much as I thought, because most of the Arabian Peninsula was pretty messed up at one point. I thought Assyria would maybe do a little bit better, but they're still in a good location. Assyria and Persia are both doing very well for themselves, and I'm shocked that Assyria somehow has gotten the alliances up. Look, they're allied to both the Netherlands and Spain. And the Netherlands are right here. They control a pretty big part of the world in the east here. They don't have any land units, though. That's the thing. They might be colonizing this stuff, but they don't have any land. England's over here. Assyria, I mean, it's just kind of it's just a race over in this territory. Anyways, guys, I'm off to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.